I don't know how I'll ever explain it to you, kiddo. Why I didn't want to live anymore. It becomes real again, and that real is something I don't ever want to relive, even the slightest percentage of, ever again. How do I explain it to you that I wasn't happy and I had no idea why? I don't want to tell you that I was upset at the world and I wanted to be gone. How do I staple that kind of memory in your mind? I had a little devil inside of me, and it was persistent and fogged in. And I asked myself, what words would I use to explain the details of May 27, 2012? To explain that I was depressed in every form. To remind you of a crippling relationship that chipped away my soul and put an invisible damper on my body. My spirit walked like a hunchback from the weight of attack. I don't want you to hear that I had to pop pills to make me a better mother, when in return those pills hazed me for years. How do I explain all those years of you telling me that you remembered your nightmare, hearing the sounds of the ambulance, telling me that you remember seeing me on the kitchen floor with the knife held to my chest? How do I tell you that it was a reality? Those memories are real and I have to explain it, but how? How do I tell you, son? I tell you that I'm stronger, that I've spent the past 8 years rebuilding myself. I'll tell you that I spent 3 days out of every week, 4 hours at a time for 4 months, sitting in a circle of chairs and pouring out my pain to strangers in tears. I'll tell you I spent every day popping another 5 pills to keep my negative thoughts away. I'll explain that I reflected every night to recognize my own faults and accept my past actions, and made a list of goals on how I could be a better person, how I could be a better mother. I'll tell you I spent every year walking each October to fight for others' lives and advocate to prevent suicide. I did that. I'm doing that. I'll explain how I paid careful attention at your every emotion and asked how you were feeling, whether or not you had a smile on your face. I'll tell you that I took you to therapy so that you could express yourself, so that you wouldn't ever have to hide your feelings in the shadows like I did. Take my advice on this, my son. You are not weak for having emotion. You are not less of a man for shedding a tear. You are never worthless when you are feeling weak. And you will always be stronger every moment that you ask for help. I am breaking my silence for you, my son. So how do I explain it? I'm a badass mom who loves with every inch of her soul and every ounce in her heart. I'm a badass mom who tried to end her life but accepted help instead. I'm a badass mom who pays careful attention to her own emotions and puts her family and children first every time. I am living, I am thriving beyond my pains, and that's exactly how I'll explain it.